You're watching Color 10 News at 5.
New information tonight. The teenager accused in a deadly shooting in Springfield has turned himself into police. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jennifer Abreu.
Good to have you along here at 5. I'm David Oliver. We've been showing you 18-year-old Timber Porter's picture since police identified him as a suspect in a shooting that happened about 5 last night.
When officers got to the scene near Brower Street and Grant Avenue, they found a man with a gunshot wound. Police have identified the victim as 19-year-old Darius Hempstead of Springfield. He died at the hospital. No charges have been filed against Porter. Police are working with the prosecutor. We'll bring you that information as soon as we get it. In a follow-up tonight, charges have been filed in a shooting outside of Illusions Club in Nixa last week. Antoine Bostic of Springfield is charged with first-degree assault and armed criminal action. According to the probable cause statement, Bostic told investigators a friend of his was in a fight outside the club and he was trying to break it up. He claims after 5 or 6 attempts to break it up, he shot the victim in the leg and ended the fight. He was later arrested. Police say Bostic also has an active warrant out of the Springfield Police Department. He's described as a non-compliant sex offender. He's been held without bond in the Christian County Jail.
Couple hours left right now to get out there to the polls if you want to cast your vote on this election day. A number of issues on the ballot. In Greene County, we have 2 sales tax issues that voters are deciding on. If you live in Walnut Grove, you're being asked to pay more in property taxes there to fund safety and security improvements in the city and also for the schools. Another question on the ballot, renewing a 1/8 cent transportation tax in Springfield. This goes back to the 90s. If extended once again, it would help pay for traffic improvement projects here in the Queen City over the next 20 years. And finally, you're being asked about a renewal of the one issue that would extend the 3/4 cent sales tax that helps shore up the shortfall from years ago in the police and fire pension tax fund here in Springfield. And again, the polls will close at 7 o'clock tonight. We'll have the results for you this evening on Ozarks Fox News at 9 and Color 10 News at 10. Of course, you can always find the results too online on our website at ozarksfirst.com.
In medical coverage tonight, quitting smoking can be a difficult thing to do, but Cox Health officials say they can help. Color 10's Nija McDonald is here to explain how. Nija.
Well, Jen, Beat the Pack is a multi-session program and support group aimed at helping smokers quit. The 4-week class begins tonight at 5:30 p.m. at the Cox Health Surgery Center. Through the course, participants will learn step-by-step ways to help overcome their tobacco dependence. Research shows quitting smoking often requires repeated intervention and multiple attempts, which is why it typically takes a smoker between 6 and 11 attempts at quitting to finally succeed. Glenda Miller of Cox Health says even long-term smokers can benefit from the class.
We're always excited when someone's tried it before because every time they do, they learn something about themselves and what worked and what didn't work. And they learn about why they went back to it and what happened at the time they went back to it. So they can then be prepared in the future to be ready for that. Should an event occur, not go back to smoking, but realize, hey, I need to take a walk outside. You know, I need to call my support person.
Now, Nija, could this program also work for people who vape or chew tobacco?
Yes, the class is actually open to people who use tobacco in any form, so that includes vaping or chew. Miller says some people think that vaping could be used as a way to quit smoking. However, she says she encourages eliminating all tobacco use. Now, if you're interested in learning more about the program, you can visit our website at ozarksfirst.com or our Color 10 app.
All right, good information tonight. Nija McDonald, thanks. Well, school leaders here in Springfield are asking for your feedback tonight. R12 just put out an online thought exchange moments ago at 5 o'clock. Color 10's David Chasanoff met with SPS leaders earlier to learn more about what this is all about and what exactly is a thought exchange, David.
Yeah, it's an online forum where people can share their thoughts and opinions on SPS. Chief Communications Officer Stephen Hall says this platform is user-friendly. The exchange asks one question: what do you think SPS can do to make its schools more welcoming to people of all backgrounds? Anyone is available to share their input. You can give more than one response if you would like. People can also give other responses a star rating. The most popular comments will be at the top of the page, helping SPS see a trend. This site is only open for 2 weeks, and I asked Hall why that is.
So what happens is, anytime we open it, we put a deadline on it so that people feel a sense of urgency. They want to share their feedback so that it can be listened to and heard. So we close the exchange, and then we begin the process of pulling all of those thoughts together. And that is what helps us share the information with the council. So we have it closing on November 17th. That gives us time to compile the results, present it to the council, and they can use that as they develop recommendations.
Now, SPS will have 2 meetings with the Equity and Diversity Advisory Council in December. There, they will share the most popular feedback.
All right, David, thanks. Well, still ahead here at 10, how one organization is working to help end the homeless crisis in Branton.
That story's next.